Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina Demores. We'll get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. 22 Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis joins us. Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing well, Christina. How about you?
I'm doing well. Some rain showers this morning. They seem to be gone for now.
Yeah, for now.
For now. Oh,
yeah.
Will there be a return? And we should also talk about the roads as well.
Yeah.
Don't want to jump the gun.
What do you want to do first?
Let's do roads.
Okay.
Seems like something important is happening.
Christina's choice.
Yep.
Here we go. Yes, eastbound on the Pike in Ludlow between Chicopee and Ludlow, East Springfield and Ludlow. We've got a backup. We don't know why this is happening. If you know why, send us an email. Report it at wwlp.com. But nonetheless, it is slow there and a little slow at the end of 291 as it merges with the Pike. Otherwise, 91's in pretty good shape, and the Pike west of the Connecticut River also looks good. All right, now, weather, temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. In fact, mid 50s right now in Greenfield, 62 Springfield, 55 in Pittsfield, 59 in Westfield and Northampton. And as Christina was mentioning, we had a wave of rain earlier today that's now offshore. And some light showers are happening as we speak here up and down the valley. And this is how it's going to go tonight. Scattered showers, areas of drizzle, and more rain on the way in here for tomorrow. We'll track that potential with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast in just a couple of minutes.
All right, thanks, Brian. Family, friends, and fellow law enforcement gathered this morning to pay their respects to State Trooper Kevin Traynor, who was killed in the line of duty last week. Trooper Traynor was attempting to stop a wrong-way driver on Route 1 in Linfield when his cruiser was struck head-on by the vehicle. His funeral mass was held this morning at St. James Church in Salem, the city where he was raised. Law enforcement filled the pews inside the church. Governor Maura Healey was also there and called Traynor a hero for his sacrifice. He served as a corrections officer in Essex County before joining the state police as a member of the 88th Recruit Training Troop 3 years ago. He leaves behind his fiancée, mother, and 4 siblings. Trooper Traynor was just 30 years old. Massachusetts is entering peak season for tick activity, and the state's public health chief is warning residents to take precaution. Dr. Robbie Goldstein said emergency department visits for tick bites have risen rapidly as residents return to outdoor activities. The biggest concern is for nymph stage deer ticks in May and June. Those ticks are the size of poppy seed, and can spread infectious diseases, including Lyme disease and Powassan virus. Health officials are also ramping up monitoring alpha-gal syndrome, which is dubbed the red meat allergy. It is spread through bites from Lone Star ticks. Instructure, the parent company of the online learning system Canvas, says it has struck a deal with hackers to delete the stolen data from last week's cyber attack. The company says compromised student data was returned to them, and despite having, quote, digital confirmation of their deletion, they say there's no way to confirm the hackers destroyed all data. Instructure also hasn't provided any details on the agreement, including a payment to the hackers. A group called Shiny Hunters claimed responsibility for the cyber attack, which caused chaos for students around the country. It affected nearly 9,000 schools in the midst of final season, including UMass Amherst. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren is leading efforts on Capitol Hill to force several votes on the Trump administration's dismantling of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Since February of last year, the Bureau has rolled back nearly 70 policies under its acting director, Russell Vought, who has publicly shared his goals to effectively dismantle the agency. The votes are aimed at making some vulnerable Senate Republicans take difficult votes in an election year. Senator Warren is often considered the Bureau's top advocate, and she proposed its creation in 2007 while working at Harvard University. Now let's get another check of today's weather with Brian Lapis. Brian, we're expecting a little bit more rain showers today.
Yeah, we are. If you've got evening plans for tonight, keep in mind that the rain will play a factor in those plans.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Let's take a look, shall we? You can see here, 346, some scattered light showers in the valley. Some of this may not even be making it to the ground, but you get the idea. It's been damp all day. It will continue to be damp into the evening hours. Our 22 News Storm Team Skycast, 5 o'clock here this afternoon. Clouds, scattered showers, patches of drizzle into the evening hours. You can see these little waves of rain late evening and overnight. 7 o'clock here tomorrow morning, showers. There may be a little brightening here mid to late morning tomorrow. But don't get lulled into a sense of dryness because we're expecting another round of showers to come in here during the second half of the day. And there might be a thunderstorm in here tomorrow afternoon. High temperatures in the 60s. We are still looking at dry weather for the weekend. We'll update those particulars on 22 News starting at 5.
Trending today, the hit horror movie franchise Paranormal Activity will be heading to Broadway this summer. A new live adaptation, that is, will hit the stage and feature an original story inspired by the film series. Producers say that the show will bring the series' supernatural suspense to the theater in a unique way. Horror film producer Jason Blum, who produces the film series, is attached to the producing team. The show will begin performances in New York this August. LEGO has announced a gigantic new Lord of the Rings themed set model on the fictional city of Minas Tirith. That's hard to say. The set consists of over 8,000 pieces and includes minifigures of Gandalf and Aragorn. A heavy price tag comes with this set, however, costing $649.99. It's LEGO's second most expensive offering behind its RMS Titanic set. And this next set is meant to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Peter Jackson's cinematic adaptation of landmark J.R.R. Tolkien novels. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. A conservative legal group has filed a civil rights complaint against UMass Amherst. Tonight at 5, why they claim a school program violates federal law. And we are continuing our coverage of unlawful dumping in Springfield. Coming up, we'll hear from Mayor Sarno and several members of the community. Plus, Springfield's Pine Point neighborhood is set to lose a USPS unit this summer. Still to come, the locals fighting to keep this essential service open.
Traffic is slow on the Pike eastbound in Ludlow. You can see it here, and otherwise no major problems. A little bit of a slowdown at the end of 291, but 91 north and southbound is doing fine, and the Pike is also, other than the Ludlow situation, the Pike is running okay, especially westbound. Okay, we'll talk about the potential for rain here for tomorrow and what's happening with the weekend on 22 News starting at 5.
All right, thank you, Brian, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5. And you can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.